Alright, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Another stream. Today is Thursday, June 26th. We at 8:30 news. Alright, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We at 8:30 news. So, that being said, just double check. Yeah, 8:30, nothing else today. I'm gonna do a recap just of what has happened thus far. So, I actually did end up taking an overnight swing position. That is why my P&L is up $100. I took a swing, took a long, just a one contract long. Once we had got this displacement right here, stop was at this low targeting previous day high. We looked pretty good. We inversed this bearish BPR, had a new day opening gap in our defense as well. So I took it with one contract just to see how it would work, and it ended up playing out pretty nicely. So that was that. The overnight swing I took, so made us a little $500 overnight. Not mad at it at all. I'm gonna probably disregard this. Honestly, looks like we're gonna push through that. We can delete previous day high. Let me just zoom out right quick, see where we're at. Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, sounds straight. I'm
Yeah,
streaming. I'm
I ain't
streaming too.
dog. Cheated like a dog.
You heard?
Yeah, man. It's supposed to be working, bro. Computer ain't even working. It's like a sign.
Yeah, say something right now.
Yo,
I had to adjust your volume. All right, it's straight now.
streaming today?
Yeah, I'm streaming, so just watch what you say and all that.
You said what?
I said, yeah, so just watch what you say.
I can be heard.
Yeah, they can hear you. I don't know how, because I didn't think they could hear you, but when I rewatched the joint from Friday, I could hear everything you were saying. So,
I ain't say nothing crazy.
nah, yeah, you didn't, but I didn't even know they could hear you, so just.
You had to know because
You said
yeah,
what?
I said that's just good to
Yeah, because I didn't
yeah.
really know that last time.
Is shot you open?
Huh?
You by yourself?
Yeah.
Type.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, let me hop on this other. Try to get two screens going so I can watch the live and still have my jump pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
If you can talk about the fair value gaps a little bit, that's what I was thinking about the other day. That's what I'm really trying to gauge, like how those operate and all that good stuff, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause when I watched the videos on them, and then I went back and looked at the chart, I'm like, this is a pretty good indicator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you know how to identify them and all that?
Not completely, like, because the more that I've been watching, I've been seeing that every fair value gap is not a good fair value gap.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the first video I watched just showed you the basis of it. Then I started seeing some where it was like if the third candle got a lot of momentum behind it, then it still might like it's probably not gonna pull back as fast into that fair value gap. Like it might just keep running. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff. So I'm just trying to see like how you react off of them and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a second. Hold on. I'm really just trying to formulate my bias for the morning. We might want London low. London low looks like the easiest target for this morning. But we are respecting the hourly imbalance. See, with fair value gaps, they're subjective because there is a lot of them that's on every chart, and you have to know which ones are valid versus not. So how I usually differentiate them is if like do you understand draws on liquidity yet?
Not completely. I know that it's mostly like when they take out highs and lows, right?
Yeah. So if price like if we hold on, I'm gonna have to draw that out. Hold on, let me just finish this and I'll break it down for you
Me,
for real.
yeah, you got time though, because I'm still trying to get all my stuff pulled up right now. It's low key tripping.
Oh, all right, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's this Wi-Fi or what. Nah, but that YouTube video the other day, bro, that joke was good. Twin came up.
nah, you asked me that question about manifestation. I ended up making another one. I'm gonna probably drop it sometime this week. I got like 4 videos pre-recorded, but
For
I had
sure.
ended up talking about it in one of the videos just after that question you asked me. I wanted to go more in detail with it, so I made a cool
Wait,
little
if I tune into the live, I guess I just put the live on me. Then,
yeah, just mute
yeah,
the live and then it'll be a little bit delayed because it's not like one to one real time, but you get the idea of it though.
yeah, that's a bit. I don't know what's going on with my work stuff, man. It's crazy. But nah, just even seeing like how I can work from home with that, bro, and how it makes a big difference. Like that's motivational, bro. Cause like getting up, having to throw on a little polo or whatever, just to go clock in, bro. That jump, mm-mm. It mess with my mind, man.
You gonna be rocking with it? I want to see a
Nah,
potential short from here, honestly. Targeting data in London lows.
I don't know if I told you I'm a tally.
You in tally right now?
Yeah, I had slid down one of the news yesterday.
But y'all got something going on?
Not really. I just be bored, bro.
Leaving a
You
day
know,
to go to tally is crazy.
you gotta realize the different setups, though.
I mean, yeah, you live out there, so it's different.
Nah, it's not even that, dog. It's like, no, that's what we talk about off street.
Yeah, I wouldn't really like this short, but I don't like trading first 5 minutes are open. But it looks like that's where we are drawing towards. So these data lows and then London low most likely. We can get this 1 minute version, but we would really have to work this place now at this second one. We have an SMT now, so yeah, it's not even smart to touch it. Really, the first like 3 to 5 minutes of market open, I really just don't want to touch, unless if like the setup is screaming at me to take it. But usually, I'm not gonna touch it,
For sure.
just because there's a lot of implied volatility coming in from the open. You know, all the
Yeah,
orders are being filled, and a lot of the times there's a lot of fake outs. It'll look like a good setup, but it won't actually work most of the time. So you really just want to be mindful of that. But it looks like the ultimate daily buy should be a continuation. Honestly, we are expecting this volume balance. So I think overall on the day I am going to be bullish, but I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, the data low from the 8:30 news candle in London low getting swept neither though. Like I might honestly short NQ right now. We continue to this place. Do this candle. Just with low size though. How we getting this place through it? I'm probably gonna run this in balance, but yeah, see we did. I didn't really want to take that chance though. Especially with the SMT that we have in place. We just took that data low though. Can probably look to see if some type of long opportunity present itself from that though. honestly, really just want to be patient though. But yeah, we just took that data low. We have an S&T. Wouldn't be surprised at a long though. And the thing is, the market's just been so bullish recently, bro. I don't really like that.
It's still tripping, bro.
Your computer.
Yeah, my work. Yo, what? They deleted off of here.
Yeah, so as of right now, really just want to be patient, wait to see any type of opportunity present itself. Because as of right now, there's really nothing. I did want to see that data low be taken, but I don't like trading first 5 minutes. ES did just inverse that 5 minute, but NQ is still showing signs of weakness. So definitely would just want to be patient, stay reactive until one of the two actually picks a side and we decide who is going to take over for the day. Let me see DXY right quick. How does DXY look? DXY looks pretty bearish. So we can probably expect the Bulls to win today. I think
You
NQ.
said a bull.
You said what?
You said we can expect a what now?
Bulls to win, as in like we're gonna most likely be more bullish today because the U.S. dollar is selling off, and these two pairs are in inverse correlation to the U.S. dollar. So if the U.S. dollar is pumping, then these are likely selling. If the U.S. dollar is selling, then these are likely pumping. And since the S&P 500 is pumping, the Nasdaq is selling. I looked at the U.S. dollar to kind of get a better understanding since they're not moving together. But since the U.S. dollar is selling off, we should likely see these, at least the Nasdaq, start to pick up in the opposite direction eventually. First 5 minute candle did just close. We did not get a change in the state, but we did close
I'm
down
trying. I'm trying to see what makes you pick that SMT. Like
because it's at
it's
an important low. Because there is a lot of SMTs on this chart, right? We have an SMT at this high as well, but this is an important low because it's the news data wick. So from 8:30 when Red Folder News came out, we put that SMT in. That makes it a lot more valuable because of that.
and then the SMT is literally only
When one
uh
makes a higher high or lower, or one doesn't take this high. Like the S&P 500 never took this data wick low where the Nasdaq ended up doing that.
from my understanding, if it does take so like since in this situation, since NQ took the lower low, you aren't going to bet on it to drop down, right?
No, so since NQ already took that low, I would
Uh-huh.
like to wait to see some type of buy model on the S&P 500 since since the Nasdaq already took that low. I'm expecting since ES is the stronger of the two pairs to get bought up.
Okay, what is ES is stronger one?
ES is the strong one. ES is on my left, and the Nasdaq is on my right, which is showing more
Yeah,
weakness.
what makes it stronger? Because it didn't take the low.
Yeah, since it's showing more bullish strength right now. It closed through a
Oh,
bullish imbalance where the Nasdaq failed to do so. We respected the 15 minute. However, well, they're both still bullish on the higher time frame, but the Nasdaq's looking like it might want to really continue to sell off into Asia low, and we might even revisit this BPR from the overnight session. So honestly, I want to clear my chart right quick and really, because we did respect the 15 minute, we're continuing to push lower. However, S&P isn't even in this hourly yet. So I really just want to stay patient, stay aware of everything. Because really, opportunity, you don't want to like go into the market just like, okay, I need to take a trade. Like, there's 200 something trading days a year at the end of the day. it's okay to miss out on one day if your opportunity isn't there. Like there's no reason to try to force something
Yeah,
because your setup is going to present itself eventually. You just have to be patient and make sure that you preserve your mental and physical capital so that you can take advantage of the opportunities. That's the whole thing. A lot of the times, like especially I used to get like real impatient if my setup wasn't there, and I would just try to force like a mediocre setup, just wasting my mental and personal capital because it gets draining taking trades, especially if they lose. Like that taxes you mentally. So you
yeah.
really want to definitely just limit yourself to only taking the trades you have the utmost confidence in, um, just to preserve that. But honestly, yeah, the S&P is very strong right now. We're expecting consequent encroachment of this hourly wick, so I can definitely possibly expect to see some type of rejection from where we're at right now. But the only thing is the targets are kind of, I don't really like the targets.
You got any advice on like what the method is? Because I see you look at like the 1 day, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, like
hmm
um
they're all this like they move the same. They all look the same. Every chart is in correlation with each other. We did just get that change in the state. That wouldn't be a bad long to that high, but I don't really like the setup that much. I don't like trading ES off the lower time frames, but it does look like ES is gonna get bought up to that high though. I can expect that. But
I get
everything is subjective, so they all move the same way. Like the hourly, the weekly, the 4 hour, the 15 minute, the 5 second. Every single chart prints the same exact way. It follows the same algorithm if you want to look at it like that. But they all also correlate. So if let's just say looking at the daily, so you see the daily time frame, we have this strong bullish candle. Correct? You see that? We're pumping on the
uh,
daily.
you talking about the previous one, not the one that's open.
Not the one that's open. We pushing higher. So if you see the daily candle showing strength, you can then look at the 4 hour. 4 hour showing, let's just say a 4 hour showing weakness. This all correlates into your internal bias, because at the end of the day, everything connects with each other. So let's just say every time frame aligns. To say the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, the hourly, everything is bullish. I'm obviously going to go into the day looking to buy. I'm looking in the day for long, so I'm not going to go into the day trying to sell just because of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now you can use them all to kind of give you context on the internal time frame. That's what I use them for. But I don't trade off the higher time frames. I just use them as context. And if they don't fully align or make sense, then that, like, going into that day, I'm just going to be more risk off. I'm going to be more patient, and I'm going to just really be more defensive if they don't align, because that's lower probable. That's not high probable conditions. It looks like we're just gonna continue though. Honestly, ES might even fold here. We just put in an SMT at the highs. ES might want to follow through now. We just close back beneath this inversion. But ES is just, I don't like how choppy ES is. ES is failing to pick a side, and then Q is deciding to get bought or to get sold off. Double check on DXY. DXY is still selling. So I am like, damn, Dow Jones is pumping. Yeah, I don't really like how we look right now. Let me see what this first 15-minute candle close gives us. Because ES is still respecting this bearish imbalance, but it's failing to really fully flip though.
bro, what?
What happened?
Y'all still tripping, bro. I'm gonna get mad.
Like your chart's not working?
Nah, this ain't. Uh, this still ain't work, Peter. Trying to get all my stuff done so I'm gonna enjoy my day, man.
Nah, I
What
feel
you
it.
got?
Uh,
What you got planned? Hey,
it's my cousin's birthday. I gotta go to that later. Take my mom to the store. What else I gotta
that's
do?
what's up.
Yeah,
That was
nothing too crazy. Probably some film too. We're trying to film like 2, 3 videos a day.
do you like merge them together or something? Or
Nah, these just so I can stay on top of my uploads. And let's say it's a day that I can't film, then I just have
yeah,
videos still in the tuck because I want to continue to be able to upload daily. So it just makes it easier. ES looks terrible right now. I might just focus on NQ honestly, since NQ is so more
can
weaker.
you break it down?
You said
Can
what?
you break it down? Is it because it's consolidating?
Yeah, like you see, like we're just in this box right now. ES hasn't picked a side. We're respecting bullish imbalances, but we're also respecting bearish. So until ES really picks a side, I'm not touching it. Now the Dow Jones is very bullish. The U.S. dollar is selling off, so I would expect the bulls to win. However, we continue to just bounce back and forth here, and then okay, that's a good close. We finally did get a close
So
through.
that's an imbalance right there.
Okay, we should get
One,
bought up from
two.
here. I'm
You
honestly
said you
gonna,
should get one.
yeah, I want to try this long. But that's not even nothing though. That's really not even nothing crazy actually. I might just, I'll let it ride, but like this ain't nothing. It's not that many points. I'm gonna just get out. Actually, I don't even like it. The 15-minute candle though did just open, so we should see, as the macros kick in and now it should start. If NQ can close through this high, whoa, what the hell just happened? Did something just drop? Trump just say something?
Said what?
Said Trump just say something? Did somebody just get bombed? Because why this Trump just did that? Just
Like somebody crazy drop. It had to be
yeah,
some new.
but it wasn't even no news that was due.
Something happened.
Yeah, I'm glad I closed that position. I
Nah,
just saved
facts.
myself.
Did you have like a bracket in place, or you would have been cooked?
No, I did have a limit set, but just due to the velocity of that candle, it definitely would have slipped and filled me lower though. When candles are quick
Yeah,
like
that's,
that,
yeah.
usually you do get slipped.
It don't kick in how it's supposed to.
Yeah, yeah, I would have been
Yeah,
fried.
so I have TV not too long ago.
The best bet looks like an NQ short right now.
So the AQ sure.
Yeah,
And why is that?
because we do have an internal sell model here, but it's not the cleanest. That's the only thing. It's not that clean of a model, but it looks like NQ's been in control the whole morning, and as the macro is about to open up as well. I'll try it out. Damn, my first target done got hit, and I couldn't even set my damn thing. Finna go break even since we just took that. Yeah, it's not even.
So you just took a short on it.
I did, but literally as I set my stop loss, we hit my initial, first partial level, or my first my break even point. So I went break even because if price was to really want to sell off, we would have pushed through that low. But as you can see, we didn't do that. Well, you'll see, we didn't do that. We got an instant reaction off it, so that's an indication that we'll potentially get bought back. So that's why usually, if there's liquidity that's close, but it's not, close enough to the point where it's smart to take a partial at, I'll just set my stop loss to break even because it's more reasonable for
Okay.
price to want to continue to sell off, because if we do come back to your entry point and we already did just take a form of liquidity, then you'll most likely get stopped out. It's not smart to try to hold through. It just saves you
Sure.
money in the long run, honestly.
So when you doing your YouTube stuff, you ever consider like teaching the strategies, or you just more focused on solely like the mindset of trading?
I mean, I have strategy videos. They never do as good as the ones where I talk about mindset, though. That's the first thing. But number two, there's also a million strategy videos of people talking about the same exact stuff that I trade. So I almost feel like it's a waste of breath because there's so many people that talk about it, um, that
I
talk
feel
about the
like the
same
thing
system.
with the videos, bro, a lot of people be reluctant to watch them just because I know, like, you look at a lot of the traders and you hear like that a lot of them be like fraudulent and stuff.
Hmm.
I know that's like my biggest things behind why I'm real picky about who I'll tune into.
Yeah.
And then like some people, bro, I know for me, bro, some people just don't teach well. Like,
Hmm.
so yeah, I'm tight, dude. I gotta ask questions, bro. That'd be
Nah, that's
another
how I am
thing.
too.
When I'm watching the videos, like it's just you can't really ask no questions, you know?
Hmm. Nah, I'm the same way. I am like, I do learn better when I can ask questions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll think about it. I just don't really.
Now I feel like you can work with the mindset though.
Yeah, I feel like there's less mindset stuff out there for one, and then for two, they just always perform way better on my channel. Like they
Yeah, and I feel
always.
like the next thing about the mindset is like it's not even just about trading. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of this stuff can be applied to life, bro.
Exactly.
Like how you was talking about, like the comparison stuff, like how you
Hmm.
was in your reasoning for doing it. Like once that shifted, um, you saw a lot more success. Like you could apply that to life in general. Bro.
Yeah, especially like, yeah, like my newer videos too that I ain't drop yet. I feel like they translate to life so much more outside of trading. I'm probably not even gonna put like trading in the title just because it's so subjective in it, and it can really be applied to anything.
Feel that. Yeah.
I got the one on like just the manifesting, and then I got another one on what my other two. I did forget. I ain't gonna lie. I filmed like 4 or 5 videos
I
um,
finally went in and started me a motivational quotes page.
on the ground.
Yeah,
How often you finna post on that joint?
I'm gonna try to do like 3, 4 times a week, just
Hmm.
cause I don't want to like be in a slump. Plus, I'm not trying to pay for the app that I use to like push them out. Um,
Hmm.
because I'm using the AI for it, and like
Okay.
it can only give me so many a day. So
And what made you
yeah,
want to do that?
bro, it's just like I don't know, like when I'm talking to people, bro, um, I have a lot of insight on a lot of things, and like I be saying these little like mini quotes and everything I do, and a lot of it for me ties back to God, man. Like just how I try to move in life. Like I went out to dinner with my friend the other day, and when he was talking to me, he was like how he sees himself in the future and all this stuff. Something he said to me like kind of triggered this thought in my mind of this thing I used to tell myself all the time, like, cause his biggest thing for him is like the best is yet to come,
Mm-hmm.
but he was trying like I guess trying to he was using more of a if standpoint, like you know what I'm saying. If this happened, I'm like nah, you got to switch your mindset. You know, this where the manifestation comes in. And basically, what you had told me, like, don't put a timeline on your stuff. You feel me?
I'm gonna try this long
So
right here. I'm listening to you though.
yeah, for sure. But it's more so not like a if standpoint, but when something is gonna happen. You feel me? And I feel like saying stuff like that really speaks it into existence. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I feel like if you patient, stuff will come your way because that's when you know you're doing it for the right reasons. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah. And I feel like I can apply that to my trading too, because
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was rushing that um, process, trying to remember I told you I was trying to streamline it, be profitable by what was it, September
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm no longer coming from that point of view. Just
No, that's good.
like when it happens, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am praying that it does though before I graduate. 'Cause I'm not trying to go in the work field, bro.
No,
That
I
John
feel it.
Drain.
No.
I was almost thinking about changing my major too,
To what?
either econ or admin, bro.
Why one of them?
I mean, accounting, bro, is just like I don't know. The work not bad, bro. It's just like for one, the client mentality that they have up there. I'm not too fond of it, and then two, uh, like the environment that you're in, like, bro, a cubicle. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not no cubicle kind of guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's cool right now because this the most cheese I ever made, and I'm learning like more than just work. Like I'm learning professionalism and how to network for real, for real. You know
Yeah.
how to be myself in environments I'm not used to. All that good stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm not on it because it's always something you can take from it. But I feel like after a while, like once I done grasp all those skills, then it's gonna be like I'm just here. You feel
Yeah.
me?
I feel that.
So I don't really want that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I just like the freedom, bro. Like the financial freedom, the just freedom in life.
I'm knowing. I'm
Like, I don't
definitely
want to
knowing.
have to build my week around something that is set out for me. Like I want to set my own week out. If that makes sense.
Nah, yeah.
Or my like,
I definitely can feel that for sure.
yeah, man. And, like I don't mind right now grinding while I'm still young. I technically, if I put it in perspective, bro, I probably work 10 hour days because I go to work, I'm there for 8 hours and I'm come home, I'm trading for like two. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really like 10 hours out the day.
Yeah.
Unless my hope is to just eliminate the 8 hours.
Nah, I feel you for sure.
Or even, bro, I would trade 8 hours a day.
Nah,
I just,
you do not want to do that.
no, no, no. This is what I was about to say though. I know that's not realistic. Like, I would rather be doing something for myself 8 hours a day versus
Mm-hmm.
going to like, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
I
be my
get that.
biggest thing.
Than just doing it for somebody else.
I'm making somebody else more profit. You know, I'm getting a small piece of that cut. I looked at
That's
how
what my dad
much.
always told me too.
Yeah, mine too. I
Like,
looked at how much. Like I was just reading through some papers yesterday, dog.
mm,
Like each job that we do, like for a company, bro, they pay for, like anywhere upwards of like 20,000. And
yeah,
I probably would make like 1,000 off that, if that. You feel me?
yeah. That's what he was always like, yo. If they can afford to pay you, say 300,000 a year, get something. Imagine how much that nigga making. The bull at the top. Imagine how much he making. That's what
Feel
my
me?
dad always said.
Like my goal, like yeah, bro, I want to have as much funds as possible. But if I can live comfortably, if I can be a six-figure nigga working for myself,
Hmm.
I would rather do that than be a millionaire clocking in, bro. Like, cause then on top of that, you got salary caps and all that, bro. Like the top dude at the place I work probably make one. You feel me? But he been there like 30 years probably.
Yeah,
Feel what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
we going right now.
See,
Damn.
wish I had a guy with you, bro.
Why you ain't take it?
I don't mean like, cause, bro, honestly, I'm looking at it like,
You still learning?
yeah, like I'm still trying to understand what made you
Get
get in
into it.
completely. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's smart though. Don't just use it as like a signal service. For it's really just for it's smart to try to just learn it. If you don't understand why I'm taking a trade, don't take it. Make sure it aligns with what you want to see as well, because you're gonna be tight if we
Yeah.
both lose and you
Um,
just took the shit off of my bias. But the reason I took this trade is because we were rejecting off of the I want to say this is the hourly. We're rejecting off the hourly imbalance. Um, we ended up still holding that SMT with ES, and we had a change in the state of delivery, which indicates a reversal on the internal time frame after we aligned it with the external. So I just used that in alignment with the higher time frame draw and liquidity. And
I might, I might have to just really wait till we get back to school, cause
nah, bro, stay consistent. It's gonna come with time, but you gonna get it.
no, I'm saying this joint just so delayed.
Oh, like the stream delay.
Like it's probably at least 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of talking it out too. But it is definitely easier to see it. But we had the higher time
Nah,
frame
fact.
change in the state. We just put in an SMT. We did it. I'm gonna try my stop. Let's get out right here actually. Well, 7 times 5, 3,500. It's not bad at all. Um, yeah, we had tapped the high time frame imbalance. Had the internal change in the state. The SMT was still intact, and since the U.S. dollar was still selling off and the Dow Jones was getting bought up, I used that as an extra confluence as well into my, trade idea. That was it for real. Made $700 across the 5 accounts. I need to put me back in profit in a week. I was at break even. Yeah, well, yesterday put me back at break even because Tuesday I was down. I took a loss on Tuesday. We finally back in profit though. But yeah, bro, that's really it though. Just staying patient, waiting for your stuff to come. Like I have a window. If I don't get a trade by like 10, 10, 10, 15, I usually just like to walk away. Um, so I give myself that window because usually if there's nothing presented by then we're probably just going to continue to chop, continue to just not look good or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
Like if the market's
yeah,
moving how it's supposed to, something will present itself. Usually by 10. Realistically, usually by 10. 10, 15 is kind of a stretch. I'm usually good by 10, but it's all subjective. Damn, I shit at 6.99. I might scalp for $1. Just so I can say 7. Actually, it ain't that deep. That's $5.
Man, so you gonna scalp $4.
I just don't like how it say 6.99 on my mom top
Man,
of
my motto is profit is profit, man. That's how you. That's how I used to get messed up, trying to get it to a number that looked good.
that.
Like my target 300, I'm at 289. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then go from 289 to 110, or like you feel me? Instead of just walking away.
Nah, it ain't worth it. It's definitely not, cause that's how you end. You might mess around and lose $60
Come
trying to
on,
scout
man.
for a little 20. Now you trying to make the 60 back, then you spiral out of control. I done done it so
You know what I'm
many
saying?
times,
You
bro.
down $1,000 on the day. That's how I used to get got.
Literally, bro. You'll be up some
Little
crazy
account last
stuff.
week, actually trying to make money back, bro.
Yeah, you'll be up something ridiculous, and then you just crash out off of the smallest stuff. That was
Nah,
literally me.
fast.
Like, that was literally me,
We'll
bro.
probably get on and trade at 6 too. I'm gonna at least see what the chart's looking like.
Right when it open. I usually don't like to do that. I found, but this after my gather, after I gathered my data, after like, the past 2 3 years of me trading and really looking at my metrics, I don't trade well in outside time zones. Like, I only trade well in New York Open for real. New York Open is my most profitable hour. Like the first